Bold claim. The U.S. Institute of Peace now bears Donald Trump's name, a move that reflects a controversial reshaping of a long-standing, apolitical peace-promoting institution. The change appeared on the U.S. Institute of Peace headquarters in downtown Washington, D.C., with the Trump name added above the existing sign. The State Department shared a photo of the updated facade, praising Trump as the greatest dealmaker in our nation's history, in a post that referenced his efforts to resolve conflicts worldwide. Secretary of State Marco Rubio echoed the sentiment on X, saying history will remember Trump as the president of peace and urging the public to acknowledge that on the display outside the State Department. Historically known as the U.S. Institute of Peace since its 1984 creation by Congress, the organization has been embroiled in a legal dispute over whether the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency possessed the authority to dismantle it earlier this year. A large portion of the Institute's independent staff were laid off in March, marking a dramatic shift for a nonprofit entity dedicated to studying and facilitating international peace. The Institute's mission centers on promoting peace globally and resolving violent conflicts. Its research arm describes the agency as an intermediary among foreign governments, civil society, and U.S. government officials, working in conflict zones with diverse stakeholders to bridge top-down initiatives with bottom-up efforts. Trump is set to take part in a signing ceremony at the newly renamed building to commemorate a peace agreement between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo, following hosting those leaders at the White House. He previously hosted them for a peace signing event in June. The former president has repeatedly spotlighted his purported role in ending various conflicts during his tenure, claiming the possibility of earning the Nobel Peace Prize and asserting that 8 wars have ended under his watch, including between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, India and Pakistan, and Israel and Hamas. There is no broad consensus on the exact number of conflicts he has resolved. Trump has acknowledged difficulties in resolving the Ukraine-Russia war, and fighting continues between Israel and Hamas in Gaza despite a fragile ceasefire. In June, a 3-judge panel from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit paused a lower court ruling that would have blocked the Institute's dismantling while litigation continued. The panel indicated potential irreparable harm to the president's ability to exercise executive power and suggested the government may succeed in arguing that the board's removal protections are unconstitutional. A further appeals hearing on the merits was postponed. Meanwhile, the Institute's building has been redirected from board control to the General Services Administration, the federal agency that manages government properties. Representatives for former Institute leaders and staff criticized the name change move. One attorney described it as insulting and noted that a federal judge previously ruled the government's seizure of the Institute illegal, with the judgment stayed pending appeal. The attorney argued the rightful owners will eventually prevail and restore the U.S. Institute of Peace and its building to their statutory purposes. NBC News staff contributions, including Rebecca Shabad, politics, Gary Grumbich, legal affairs, and Abigail Brubaker,